What's going on, everyone? I wanted to make the video real quick. This isn't about guitars. This is actually, as you can see, be careful when choosing hair loss products during the day again. So obviously you can see I'm, balding. I have decent coverage, all the way around my whole head, except for, that nice little circle that we all get. And so I've been using products for years. Some of them worked really well. Some of them not so much, snake oil, but I know how it is. We all want to believe in that it's all going to work. But I wanted to, today I wanted to show you a product that I think you should stay away from. And again, this is my personal opinion. I did not have, I don't want to say I didn't have success. Let me see if I can get some better lighting over here, maybe. Not really, man. Maybe if I turn this light on. It's daytime, but it still might work. I don't think it's going to do very much. Sure didn't. Oh, that looks a little better. Anyway, oh wow, when I come up close, okay, so I guess I'll just have to get close then. Alright, sorry, I'm not a professional photographer. Just trying to make a video. Oh no, see, it keeps darkening up. Anyway, so one product that, I in one of my last videos, I said I was going to try the hair growth thing, one more time before, I guess kind of just get too old and just don't really care. But I still miss it. My whole head isn't gray yet, so, and even still, actually, gray hides stuff better than dark brown. But and I know that it works because I used it in my late 20s. My hair started thinning, and I basically used Propecia and Rogaine. That was all I used, and the Nizoral and all that, just Nizoral shampoo for like 3 or 4 times a week or whatever. And it grew back, no question about it. Even people noticed like that my hair was thicker and all that. Yeah, so there's no question. And then I just kind of gave up because back then, Propecia was still like $90, $80 or $90 a bottle. So it was hard for me to justify that, and when I was in my 20s, I wasn't making as much money as I am now, so, again, it was hard to justify that. Now, I think, so I got my prescription refilled, and now I think a 3-month supply, I think it's like $10 or $12 or something like that. So yeah, of course, I did that. But, so I got on it again, but the Rogaine foam is still pretty expensive. I think it's like $50 or something, 40, $50, $60 maybe. I can't remember, but I know it's pricey for the foam, and that's what I used when I started getting back into it again, maybe a couple years ago. I was using it to try to stimulate the beard stuff, which again I gave up on. That's a whole other thing. I thought about it since I'm already doing it for the hair again. I might as well rub the leftover on here and see what happens. But I wanted to talk. So I went on Amazon. And I apologize, I don't have the actual product in front of me because I threw it away. But I went on Amazon, I looked up hair growth stuff, and I ordered this. Okay, I ordered this on Amazon. It was like $15, $20, I think. No, it was like $12 or something. It was cheap. And I think this is a 1-month supply. The one I got was a 3-month supply, so it came with 3 of these little bottles. And I was like, okay, it's cool, I don't need the precision sprayer, and again, I apologize that I don't have the actual product, but I threw it away, and I'll tell you why in a minute. So I thought it was cool with the sprayer, I had there's the little dropper where you gotta, drop it on your head and all that, and I'm like, oh, okay, the sprayer, the foam is awesome, but I figured the little pump sprayer would be, not as good as the foam, but, it would be better than the liquid dropper and all that stuff. And yes, I know this contributes to it too, but that's a whole other video. Again, I smoked and I had great success, so I'm sure it would help, but different video. So anyway, so I ordered it. I decided, I'm going to try it one more time. I'm getting on there, and so I'm going back to the Propecia Rogaine or Propecia, Minoxidil, and the shampoo stuff. And I'm going to try one more time. I'm going to give it a year. This stuff takes a long time. I remember from last time, it took a good, now I had much thicker and fuller hair back then, so not as much loss as I have now. I don't know if you'll be able to see, probably not because it's too dark, but not as much loss as I had then. Like, I still had hair there, but it was very thin, so you could definitely see a spot. But now there's still, like, if I feel around on my head, there's still peach fuzz and all that there. So I'm probably like right at the limit, and I'm sure not all of it's going to grow back, but I'm probably like right at that threshold where, if I wait any longer and, another couple years, the hair will be fully dead in that spot, and it once it's like fully dead, to my knowledge, it's not coming back. So I had good success because the follicles were still slowly dying, but right now they're almost dead. So I'm like, all right, one more shot. I got this stuff in the mail, and I started using it. So basically every night, I found that I had better success with the Propecia, the finasteride, just for my own routine. I take it at night. I figure, I'm not active I'm active during the day. I'm putting so much crap, in my body between coffee and Red Bull and drinks and food and all this stuff. At least at night, it's the last thing I take before I go to bed, so it won't mix around with other stuff. So maybe it'll work better. I don't know. That's just my theory. Plus, I forget in the morning because I get up so early and I always forget to take stuff. So I do that, and then right after I take that pill, I brush my teeth, and then when I'm doing mouthwash, that's when I apply the stuff to my head. I figure by the time I'm done doing it all, that's enough time for the mouthwash, and spit it out and you're good to go. But I started noticing when I read the reviews on this, and a lot of people were saying they had like weird chest pain or something from taking this stuff. And I should say from using this stuff rather. So I was like, oh, but now again, I've been using minoxidil for years, and I never had any issues at all. Nothing. I did not even with the finasteride. I had none of the sexual dysfunction. Trust me, if anything, it increased my libido, not decreased it at all. Never had a problem getting it up. None of that stuff. None of the side effects ever applied to me, which is usually true with most medications I take. I don't usually have any issues. But I started noticing after I started using this stuff, I started getting the weird heart stuff, and I'm like, I couldn't figure it out for first of all, I was like, oh, maybe it's the smoking, maybe it's this, and I always noticed it, in the morning, because I would do it twice a day. The minoxidil I would do at night after the thing, and then in the morning before I went to work. So I would do it twice a day, and I started noticing it when I'd get to work. After I'd been there for about 2 hours, I started noticing the weird. It wasn't like it's not like your heart was beating fast. It was just some sort of like a weird, it's hard to explain. It's like a weird pinch, the weird pain. I suppose it did increase my heart rate, but anyway. And that happened for about a week, and I just couldn't put my finger on it. And then I thought, I just happened to see the stuff, and I was like, oh, I wonder if I'm having the weird side effect thing. So I immediately stopped using it, and sure enough, right after I stopped, the next day I had no heart issues, or no chest issues, I should say, and going forward, nothing. So I went online and ordered the foam again, because again, I never had any problems with the foam, and I just ran out like a month or two ago. That's why I had to buy the other stuff, and again, no issues. So just be careful. Ever since I've been back on the foam, again, no issues, no weird chest thing. So again, I don't mean to like bash, just for men. I don't know where that product comes from, but just be careful, because again, and I never have side effects from anything, or very rarely, I should say. And again, I've been using hair loss treatments for years. All of them. I used finasteride. I used the what was that other one? Like Deutercide. I used that. I used minoxidil. I used all the weird shampoos, the natural stuff, the pills, like all of it. I took it all, and I never had any issues. And again, even in my 20s, I know your testosterone's different, but I'm on finasteride again, and I still have no issues. I don't have, bedroom problems. Again, in fact, I feel like it increases my stuff. So just be careful with using that. It's cheap. It's super cheap, and obviously cheap for a reason. Now, it's probably not going to affect everyone the same, but the other stuff, and I got like the Costco brand, I think, foam. And I will put a link in the description to, either in the description or in the first comment, to the one I actually bought. So just wanted to say, be careful with what I never thought it would affect me, but again, that stuff, and it kind of freaked me out a little bit. So that's all. I appreciate you watching. Have a good day.